What's going on, YouTube? It's Phenom here, and welcome back to This is the Police. Last episode was a little crazy. I ain't gonna get too much into it. I don't want to spoil it, just in case you didn't see the first one. But yeah, let's hop into it, guys, and see what happens today.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
So, for the people who weren't paying attention, so basically, Kendrick, he need to get the hell out of Dodge, and he's asking Jack to take his, basically just take his place so he can leave and he can get off scot-free. So we could agree to help him and just, take the same spot he had, and so his family doesn't get clapped or anything like that. Or we could just say fuck him, and you made this bed, you gonna lie in it. But I think me personally, just me being the person that I am, because I'm doing a moral run, so I'm not just clicking willy nilly. This is my true choices of what I would pick. So I think I would probably help him in real life.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank.
The fuck out of my barn, Frank. My cozy barn, Frank.
At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Get the fuck out of my cozy barn, Frank. Alright, looks like we got a call out request already. This is Foxman, 200 stars, so he's fairly decent. Looks like the janitor has been around to clean the toilets today. Oh, hasn't been around to clean the toilets today. I don't know about you, but I care about the cleanliness of my intimates. Can I go home? No! Yo, you want to go home? Because there's a couple skip marks in the toilet? It's crazy. No, bring your ass to work. He bugging. Alright, we got Shift A. Shift A has a lot of... I ain't gonna say a lot of heavy hitters, but I mean, we got some fairly decent people. Birch Jr. is he need to go too. I think I want to see if I can fire him for being too old, but we'll see. Of course, we pick a no record. We don't want them copyrights. Salary $1,200 a week. That's not bad. Tomorrow's the deadline to fire my cops. I'm not gonna do that. Disorderly conduct at Eddie's Burgers. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anybody who approaches, scaring all the customers. We are not gonna waste our top tier people. Let's take Vandal and Samadhi. They'll handle the case on that. Be safe, my brothers. I guess we got room to like get another cop. I'm probably gonna have to put no, I don't have to put him on Shift B. Shift B's a little low. Alright, for Shift B. What is this? A robbery. Touch of Dionysus liquor store. A witness looked on from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head emptied a nearby liquor store. That sounds serious. She said it was armed. Stovall and Roy on the case. You know what? Let's send Birch too, so he can get some training in. City Hall. Oh, we can request stuff. Okay. Let's get another detective slot. We don't have too many of those.
311A in progress.
A fight at the residential area. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Foxman, Robbins, and Grant, we're gonna send you guys. Be safe, my brothers and sisters. Disorderly conduct. Offenders caught, officers unharmed. That's how we do it, baby. But yeah, if you guys, I mean, like, it's not like a AAA title, but if you guys are on the fence about buying this game, it's really fun. And then there's a part 2 to it. This is the Police 2. That one's really good too, but it has more elements. Like if you're familiar with XCOM and strategy games like that where you move pieces on the board, it's kind of like that. It adds that element to it. You have like operations you have to do. You have to figure out who to send and what to do and stuff. Okay. The shop has 2 exits from which a few people have already fled. I don't want a repeat of the last episode. I really don't. I'm trying to be smart with my choices. They would expect you to come through the main entrance. Drive a patrol car through the front window. Someone could probably get hurt and they'll see that shit coming. Let's sneak up to the back door. Oh, there's a part 2. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding a gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. Silently take aim. Quiet, Abdul. You're just making things more complicated. Hey, yo. They wild for that. You and the man, shut your face and drop the weapon. Let's silently take aim and see what happens. Oh, there's a part 3. The robber grows visibly nervous. "Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt." Cashier begins to cry. Cuffs or a body bag. I'll let you leave here. Let's do the first option.
910.
Whoa! Bruh! Come on, bro. It's just my luck. All the time. Every time. Every time. We didn't need him anyway. He's very low level. But that's not the point. I want my people to come into work, go home the way they left. Bro, come on, bro. And we lost the hostage, too. That's crazy. What's this? Jack this year's organizers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? I really love it if you do well in the competition. He got the way. We got it. It's a hot one today, and there's a lot of people going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches at Freeburg. Damn. And the press was in an uproar. Please send someone to keep an eye on things. So, these municipal assignments, these are like mandatory. Like I could say fuck yourself, but it'll hurt you in the long run. But basically, the mayor's gonna call over and he's gonna say, "Hey, I need an officer to do X, Y, and Z to stand at the DMV or whatever it may be." But these are the ones you don't wanna avoid. But you can send anybody for these. You'll never fail this as long as you send somebody. So I'm gonna send Birch, crusty ass. Robbery. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Biao Liang while she was on her way to the pawn shop. Send Weaver and Beasley. Let's send Moser too, because we don't got too many other cases.
311A.
I can't believe he got clapped. That's what I'm talking about. Good. I'm glad y'all guys was on y'all shit. Destruction of property. I'm trying to wait until some of them come back because, like, I'm trying not to fuck up. Destruction of property at the art gallery. At a gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing exhibits, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." A Senstoval, Samadhi. It says a gang of people. I don't. Maybe we should send 3 officers. Let's send Vandal too. Investigation for the robbery. We're gonna come back to that when we have frames. I don't. There's no point in introducing it now, and we don't have anything. Let's send Robbins and Grant to that shooting competition. I still can't believe I lost Birch, bro. Come on, I gotta get it together, bro.
212.
Alright, that's what I'm talking about. It's just crazy because I'm picking the most logical answers. Like, why would you drive a car through the front door type shit? Vandalism at the Atticus Tower. A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up a tree. You can take it from here. Climbing in a tree is crazy. Wasn't it like a security guard or some shit? We did it, boy. We won. Oh, they're taking a day off, basically. Well, the day is basically over. I don't care. That's just crazy how they be telling you what they gonna do. Like, how you gonna tell your boss, yo, I'm taking a day off, bro?
211 complete.
Vandalism report. We got him. Got him. Spot him. Red dot him. Looks like tomorrow's gonna be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. And don't forget, we gotta fire those cops. They want us to fire the cops. But I ain't gonna do it. We'll lose more than half our force doing it. They sees. Jack with the old beater.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. start today.
Eight in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
So, I'm always do these little recaps. But yeah, he's in the mafia. Kendra got away, as you can see. But that 8 and 10 stuff that he's talking about, so like usually, and the same thing with City Hall. So you can get a game over if you turn down too many municipal assignments, or you keep fucking over City Hall, or like if you keep fucking up crimes and like not catching the offenders and stuff. And same thing with the mafia, because they're going to be asking for favors. And I think if you get 3 wrong in a row, you either go to jail or you get the mafia comes and claps your cheeks. So I think that's what he meant by the 8 and 10, because there's going to be times where you have to. There's going to be times where you have to overlook certain things, like the mafia does. Like maybe they're smashing somebody's legs in a warehouse or something. Sometimes you got to overlook it just to keep the peace. So I think that's what he meant, the 8 and 10. It gets a lot more complicated as the story goes on. Fire all the cops. See, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours. I couldn't do it. I can add 1 more detective. Who needs a detective? We got 3 on this shift and 3 on the other. I'm gonna add a detective to shift B. Send him to shift B, Benny Cross. Who needs a cop? Okay, we need another cop for shift B. Kari Hunter, shift B. Alright, cool. Now we're good. Now we wait. How's your day going, guys? Let me know. And down in the comments how your day is going. Attempted murder. Sugar Dream Confectionery. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. That sounds like an amazing way to go. Purdy, you on thin ice with me, what you did last episode. You supposed to look out. But I'm gonna give you another chance. I'm gonna send you out with another recruit. It's gonna be you and Austin. Please bring her back in one piece. I'm trying to trust her again, but it just seems like she always getting into trouble. This is a quiet day today. We ain't getting too many crimes. What's going on? Well, no one died, I can say that. That's what I'm talking about, redemption. This is your path for redemption. Carjacking in the suburb. Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant can approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove off shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs. With Sinkochi, Marionac, and White. I don't think we needed 3 for one kid, but let's just send 3. Sometimes your odds improve if you send more than 1. Or what, more than what's required. Officers have determined the car thief's location. Catch up. Overtake. Or overtake and block the road. I doubt he's got a blicky. Well, no, because if I overtake the road and block it, he's probably just gonna run into me, right? And I don't wanna off him either. Let's do the middle one.
130.
Yes, sir. It's the right choice. Because I felt like the other two choices would have got somebody clapped. Hostage situation. A weeping child called in saying someone was holding him against his will. They won't let me go inside. They won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Who the hell is Pete? I feel like this is a false call, low key. It sound like he on punishment or some shit, and he want to go outside and see somebody. Like, I bet you Pete is like his friend or some bullshit. You know what? We're gonna ignore it. Let's just ignore it. I'm gonna be mad if that shit was a real call.
710.
Joseph Lowry's mother won't let him go outside and play until he ate his bro. See, that's what I was telling you. Over some broccoli, bro. I should have sent somebody to come beat your ass.
911 in progress.
Theft. He received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls was hanging around his table lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple $1,000s in cash and several credit cards. Casino security shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk, but the man is giving up so easy. Sankochi and White Kochi. The Sands need help. This is what I was talking about. See, they're gonna keep asking for help and shit like that. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to pay his debts. Says that the police will protect them. I think it's time to show him whose side the police are on. It's the same thing as the municipal assignments. You know, you only can miss for so many, but you can send your worst cop if you want to. But then, telling you as the game goes on, it's gonna be some bullshit, because it's like shit is gonna get tough. But then you gotta balance the mafia, and then you gotta balance City Hall, and then there's gonna be times where you don't even have cops to send out because they're already out, and then you're fucked.
911 complete.
Got him. That White Kochi.
412 in progress.
Assault with deadly weapon. At a parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment and pulled out a gun and opened. Oh my god! Hold on, we're gonna need Kochi for that. Let's wait till she get back. We're gonna wait till the last second, because sometimes what they'll do, they'll send you a case like this, and then you put all hands on deck, and then one slips between the cracks, like towards the end of the night. All right, let's just send somebody. Send Kochi, Marianek, and White. That should be good. It's only one person. 3 cops for 1 person sounds reasonable. Let's go to our investigations and let's see details. Now this I forgot. I forgot the details. It's been like a week or 2 since I played this. We're not gonna take his statement seriously because it says he's drunk. Muffled shots. They never heard any shots, so it is a silenced weapon. We can say that. There's 2 people corroborated that. This person said they went to get medicine. So the frames is gonna be near the drugstore. So I think the issue is gonna be what the car is, but I think we're still missing a frame though. Hold on, let me see. Let's do that. Bam. Bam. Oh, there we go. Travis Horton, a known racist, who has several previous convictions. Okay, so we got. Alright, so we can go scoop his punk ass up. The shift's about to end, so let's go ahead. The lead investigator is going. We'll send Yancey and Subaki. Oh no! Let's send Yancey and Subaki, and we gotta send the SWAT too. And we still got Purdy and Austin. Purdy and her trainee.
We've got a situation here.
A police cruiser has caught up with the perpetrator's van. Bullhorn? The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs the shop attendant, and puts a gun to her head. A gun to his head. Let go of that man right now. Throw a rubber sex doll. It's crazy. Shoot the criminal in the head. Eh?
412.
Oh! See, stuff like that is what gets City Hall on our ass. That's crazy. Offender escaped in civilian. It's 3 of y'all, bro. That's crazy. It's 3 of y'all, 1 of him, and he still got away? Poor shop owner, though. He got clapped. This is just not a good episode, y'all. Did we get him? Yes, sir. We closed the case. I mean, at least we did that, I guess. This dude... No, I'm not going to order him to work. I want him to take a day off, is what I'm going to do. The next shift he has, I'm going to get him to take a day off. Day 7. Racist gangs run wild in city. I hope that is not going to be an issue. All the black cops that I have on staff right now, I hope that's not going to be a problem.
The people of Freeburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freeburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions. Myself, I kinda like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
Martin Stett is your new deputy. Stovall didn't come to work today. Yo, Stovall, get your shit together, bro. How you just not gonna come into work? And it's crazy because I can't fire them for that. They have to. I think they have to do it 3 days in a row. From when I played it a long time ago, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let's see. Oh man, you will be missed, Asano. We loved you, and we loved the way you brought in donuts every morning. The ones with the sprinkles were the best. But it's okay, rest up. And in your honor, we'll have a coffee cup on your old desk. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm not good at those. But apparently we're gonna have another one soon. Theft at Bigfoot Athletics. A shoe store clerk reports that 2 teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then without paying ran out of the shop wearing the new shoes. Let's send Foxman and Grant to start off the day. I think that's what I'm gonna do, guys. Maybe do like 3 days of gameplay, like in the game world, like through 3 days worth of cases in one episode, and then I'll cut it off after that. Whoa! Hold on. The teens are standing around puffing not far from the store, admiring the new Jordans. Grab the boys, what you mean?
911.
Yes, sir. We secured the offenders and the J's. Got attempted murder. A man returned from work earlier than usual. I already know what this is gonna say before I even get to the end. And found his young wife in bed with her lover. Oh, God. The maid called the police when she saw the husband taking a hunting rifle from the wall. Let's get Roy, Robbins, and Birch. Birch, you need to start pulling your weight, buddy. Or you gonna be the next one having a memorial. Asano, we love Asano. But you don't do nothing but eat donuts all day. We're hosting a premiere of Back to the Future. We need an officer to stand at the door. Damn it, bro! I should have waited and sent his crusty ass so I didn't have to deal with him. I guess Samadhi's going. He's the least experienced. But it's crazy because like when cities use cops like that for stuff like that, they get paid like $50 an hour just to stand there and do nothing. They're getting paid just strictly for presence. It's crazy. Assault. A young father deprived of his parental rights tried to pick up his daughter from school. When he wasn't allowed, he attacked a teacher and attacked her. Foxman doll. Go ahead and go. Be quick, be quick. The hell is this? Ulrich Bieber? Mafia assignment. Jack, we have something going down at the engineering plant at... Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. I clicked it off, damn it. Basically, he was saying they got something going on at the engineer plant, and he don't want us to fuck with it. If we don't, they're gonna kick some money our way. That's what they're saying. So A guard says that someone got an exhibition hall, scrawled pictures of penises on the artwork, and hid in the closet. Let's send Grant. If I send Grant and Birch, I'm gonna have faith in them, but I feel like they're gonna fail.
412A.
Called him. I should have sent. Oh, he needs 3 people. No, because he needs 3 cops. We can't spare 3 cops. If something goes down, that's gonna fuck us over. The green ones like that, you don't have to do it. You don't lose anything if you don't.
Situation here.
All the lights are on when the police arrive. The museum caretaker explains that he's only had the job a couple weeks, and he's worried he's gonna be fired over this foolishness. The police calm him down, and he points out the bathroom stall that the artist is inside. Enter the adjoining stall, break down the door, come out with your hands up. I don't know what he got in there. Let's just go to the side stall. Oh, so he's got a knife. A terrified and tearful young man holding a knife insists that he's engaged in some kind of performance art and no one understands. He refuses to surrender. Insists he's in some kind of performance. So let's act like he's in a performance. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? It wasn't the good officer, but oh my god, bro. He needed to go anyway, but damn, bro. That's insane. I think we lost someone damn near every day that we played this game. Every episode we lost somebody. I think this episode I lost 2 people. Insane, bro. And at the police station didn't waste no time. It was like, you need another officer? You see that one bouncing? You see the one bouncing right there? It's like, yeah, the show goes on. We're gonna need another person. Okay, so we need it for shift A. Oh my god, the labor pool is pissy. We're gonna wait to hire somebody else. God damn it, bro. Insane, bro.
911 in progress.
This is what the guy was talking about. What can my deputy do? Hire a snitch. Let's hire a snitch. Let's hire a snitch. Who's gonna be my snitch? Grant is gonna be my snitch. Let's do it. This is what Christopher Sam was talking about. He said overlook it, and we'll kick you some money. Robbery report. Open investigation. How many frames we got? This is the victim. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation. I was gonna pawn a necklace, which has been in my family for hella long. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone took that shit from my bag and it disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, bro. I was fucked. And what did the other person say? The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I was too fucking slow and my back was big. Doesn't know if it's a man or a woman. I couldn't see his face, but he was dressed in a jacket like one of those bikers who hang around on street corners. So he had a black jacket. It was definitely not a local biker. They are bald and have beards. But this guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. I didn't see a weapon in his hands. I just saw him grab her bag and run off. Okay. He was riding down the sidewalk. So that's him riding down the sidewalk. They said it was an Asian dude with a black jacket. So, bam. He did not have a weapon. So it's not this frame. It's not this frame. She did not have a pew-pew. They need to stop it. So, bam, bam. There we go. Huang Yin-lin, Chinese immigrant, recently expelled from the university. So we got him.
911 complete.
Thank you from Christopher Sand. He gave us 4K for that. We got him. Let's go ahead and scoop him up. It's towards the end of the night. Let's send Robbins and Roy. And let's send the SWAT too. Let's go pick this young man up. Jack, you must have seen the newspaper stories about Thomas Blaine, the retired cop who went schizophrenic and shot a pregnant woman. To ensure this tragedy doesn't repeat itself, we decided to conduct psychological testing for all the cops over the age of 50. That includes you, Jack, your old ass. Tomorrow morning, Dr. Eleonora Waterbury is waiting for you in her office. Don't be late, motherfucker. So we gotta take a mental evaluation test. Cause we old and crusty. That's just crazy how we just losing people like that, bro. Offender caught. Got all the suspects. And we gonna end the day. End the day. You know whose day got ended for real? Birch Jr. His day got abruptly ended. Day 8. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. This is the police. If you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you in the next episode. Stay phenomenal.